who has been awarded the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize? Correct option is A. Maria Corina. India conducted a test launch of which missile from a rail-based mobile launcher for the first time? Correct option is B. Agni Prime. Which country was the host of 47th ASEAN Summit 2025? Correct option is B. Malaysia. Who assumed charge as the new Director General of the National Cadet Corps in October? Correct option is D. Lieutenant General Virendra Vats. Which Indian NGO has become the first to win the Ramon Magsaysay Award in 2025? Correct option is C. Educate Girls. Which is the first state to launch a menstrual leave policy that is mandatory for both government and private sectors? Correct option is D. Karnataka. Which city was declared the cleanest city of India in the Super Swachh League category? Correct option is B. Indore. What is the rank of India in the Global Innovation Index 2025? Correct option is B. 30th. Which two countries officially joined the new development bank as full members? Correct option is A. Colombia and Uzbekistan. Which Indian state became the first to join the Cruise Bharat mission to boost cruise tourism? Correct option is C. Gujarat. Anant Shastra surface-to-air missile system is developed by which organization? Correct option is D. DRDO. Where was the 17th BRICS Summit 2025 held recently? Correct option is D. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Recently, the Government of India signed a historic trade agreement with which country to boost exports and imports? Correct option is A. United Kingdom. What is the rank of India in the Sustainable Trade Index 2025? Correct option is B. 23rd. Who has recently won the title of Miss Universe India 2025? Correct option is B. Manika Vishwakarma. National Flag Day celebrated every year on which date in India? Correct option is C. On 22nd July. Recently, UNICEF launched the Promise to Children campaign in collaboration with which organization? Correct option is B. International Cricket Council. Who has been selected for the Sastra Ramanujan Prize 2025? Correct option is D. Alexander Smith. Who has become the Navy's first woman fighter pilot? Correct option is B. Astha Punia. From 23 to 26th July, Prime Minister Modi made an official visit to which two countries? Correct option is C. United Kingdom and Maldives. Where was India-Singapore Joint Military Exercise Bold Kurukshetra 2025 held recently? Correct option is D. Jodhpur, Rajasthan. The 7th Asia-Pacific Regional Meeting of the International Solar Alliance was recently held at. Correct option is C. Colombo, Sri Lanka. India's first dedicated space astronomy observatory, ASTROSAT, was launched with which rocket? Correct option is C. PSLV C-30. Who has recently been appointed as the Director General of Railway Protection Force? Correct option is A. Sonali Mishra. Who has been honored with the Dada Saheb Phalke Award 2023 in September? Correct option is B. Mohanlal. Where has the Asian Security Summit 2025 been organized? Correct option is C. Singapore. Who has recently been appointed as the new Secretary of Research and Analysis Wing? Correct option is B. Parag Jain. What was the official theme of the 11th International Day of Yoga celebrated on 21st June? Correct option is B. Yoga for One Earth, One Health. Which locomotive has installed India's first removable solar panel system on railway tracks? Correct option is A. Banaras Locomotive Works. Where is the Arlam Wildlife Sanctuary located, which has been declared India's first butterfly sanctuary? Correct option is D. Kerala. Between which two countries was joint military exercise Shakti 2025 conducted in June? Correct option is B. India and France. Which state government launched the Thalliki Vandanam scheme to support education for underprivileged students? Correct option is D. Andhra Pradesh. What is the rank of India in the recently released Climate Change Performance Index 2025? Correct option is C. 10th. Recently, which operation has been launched by the central government to evacuate Indians from Iran? Correct option is A. Operation Sindhu. Which country became the 8th to adopt India's Unified Payments Interface UPI? Correct option is C. Qatar. Which Indian institute got top position in the QS World University Rankings 2026? Correct option is D. IIT Delhi. Who has recently been awarded the Digital Payments Award by the Finance Ministry? Correct option is A. India Post Payment Bank. How many nuclear weapons does India have according to the recent SIPRI report? Correct option is C. 180. What is the name of India's first fully indigenous 32-bit microprocessor unveiled at Semicon India 2025? Correct option is C. Vikram 3201. Who has become the first Indian to visit International Space Station? Correct option is D. Shubhanshu Shukla. Which two wetlands in Rajasthan were recently designated as Ramsar sites in June? Correct option is C. Both A and B, Khichen and Menar. Where did Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently inaugurate the world's tallest rail arch bridge, named Chenab Rail Bridge? Correct option is A. Jammu and Kashmir. What is the rank of India in the Human Development Index 2025? Correct option is A. 130th. Who won the International Booker Prize 2025 for a Kannada short story titled Heartlamp? Correct option is D. Banu Mushtaq. Who was as the 52nd Chief Justice of India on 14th May? Correct option is B. Justice B.R. Gavai. Who has recently become the world's third largest automobile manufacturer? Correct option is C. India. Indian Navy conduct its first bilateral maritime exercise maiden with which country? Correct option is C. Greece. Which state topped the medal tally in 7th Khelo India Youth Games held in May? Correct option is A. Maharashtra. When is National Technology Day celebrated in India? Correct option is A. On 11th May. Which country recently introduced a visa-free entry policy for Indian citizens? Correct option is D. Philippines. Which country became the 123rd member of the International Solar Alliance in May? Correct option is B. Angola. Who is the author of the recently released book PMO Through the Years? Correct option is C. Himanshu Roy. Which military operation was conducted by India against terror camps in Pakistan and POK? Correct option is A. Operation Sindoor. Recently, where was India's first overseas Atal Innovation Centre inaugurated? Correct option is D. Abu Dhabi. Recently, Lawrence Bong has become the Prime Minister of which country? Correct option is D. Singapore. Who became the first Indian lawyer to honour the 2025 World Law Congress? Correct option is B. Bhuvan Ribhu. who has topped the Fiscal Health Index 2025 recently released by Niti Aayog? Correct option is B. Odisha. Which team won the 15th Hockey India Senior Men's National Championship in 2025? Correct option is C. Hockey Punjab. Which country was the host of BIMSTEC Summit 2025 organized in April? Correct option is D. Thailand. India signed MOU for cooperation in the field of scientific research with which country on 11th April? Correct option is C. Italy. When was recently 10th National Ayurveda Day celebrated? Correct option is C. On 23rd September. Recently, what percentage increase has been recorded in India's exports in the financial year 2024-25? Correct option is D. 5.5%. Where was Asia's first vertical lift span railway bridge named Pamban Bridge inaugurated recently? Correct option is A. Tamil Nadu. Who has been awarded the 2025 Abel Prize for contribution in mathematics? Correct option is B. Masaki Kashiwara. Which bank has recently partnered with Indian Railways to install India's first ATM on a train? Correct option is B. Bank of Maharashtra. Who is the author of the book The Great Conciliator, Lal Bahadur Shastri and the Transformation of India? Correct option is D. Sanjeev Chopra. Which of the following Indian texts were recently inscribed in UNESCO's Memory of the World Register in 2025? Correct option is B. Bhagavad Gita and Natya Shastra. Recently, with which country has India signed an agreement to buy 26 Rafale marine fighter jets? Correct option is A. France. Which country has recently unveiled the world's first 3D printed train station? Correct option is D. Japan. In the World Happiness Report 2025, what is India's rank among 147 countries? Correct option is A. 118th. Which national park was recently designated as India's 50th Tiger Reserve? Correct option is C. Madhav National Park. Where has ISRO Chairman V. Narayanan recently inaugurated Sri Ramakrishnan Thermal Research Centre? Correct option is C. IIT Madras. Who has recently been appointed as the new Chairman of Securities and Exchange Board of India? Correct option is B. Tuhin Kanta Pandey. In which state has Rajiv Yuva Vikasam scheme been started recently? Correct option is A. Telangana. Who was awarded the 2025 United Nations Nelson Mandela Prize? Correct option is C. Both A and B. Brenda Reynolds and Kennedy Oded. Which state government has recently imposed a tourist entry fee of 50 rupee per person? Correct option is D. Sikkim. Which country won the ICC Champions Trophy 2025 recently? Correct option is C. India. Where has Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi inaugurated the Waves Summit 2025? Correct option is B. Mumbai. Which country won both the Men's and Women's Kabaddi World Cup 2025? Correct option is D. India. What is the rank of India in the World Air Quality Report 2024? Correct option is B. 5th. Mark Carney has recently become the Prime Minister of which country? Correct option is A. Canada. What is the recently started bilateral naval exercise Varuna 25 related to? Correct option is B. India and France. Which Indian-American singer won 67th Grammy Awards in 2025 for her album Triveni? Correct option is D. Chandrika Tandon. where has President Draupadi Murmu recently imposed President's rule? Correct option is B. Manipur. Who has been honored C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award in February? Correct option is C. Sachin Tendulkar. The third edition of exercise Cyclone 2025 is conducted between India and which country? Correct option is D. Egypt. When is World Wetlands Day observed? Correct option is C. On 2nd February. Which team won the highest number of medals at the National Games 2025 held in Uttarakhand? Correct option is A. Services Sports Control Board. Where has the India's first white tiger breeding centre established? Correct option is D. Madhya Pradesh. Where was the AI Action Summit co-chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi organized? Correct option is C. Paris. Which Indian app has been awarded the UN WSIS Champion Award 2025 in Geneva? Correct option is A. Meri Panchayat app. Which state has become the first in India to have a translation system in the Legislative Assembly? Correct option is A. Uttar Pradesh. Which city has been declared as India's first UNESCO City of Literature? Correct option is B. Kozhikode. Who honored with the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award on 17 January? Correct option is E. All of the above, Manu Bhakar, D. Gukesh, Harmanpreet Singh and Praveen Kumar. Which football team won the 134th Durand Cup 2025? Correct option is D. Who has been appointed the new Director General of the Central Reserve Police Force? Correct option is B. Gyanendra Pratap Singh. Which Indian state became the first to implement Uniform Civil Code after independence? Correct option is D. Uttarakhand. Which country has officially joined the BRICS as a full member in January? Correct option is A. Indonesia. Who has recently been conferred the P.V. Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for Economics in September? Correct option is C. Manmohan Singh. Who won both men's and women's Kho-Kho World Cup 2025 title by beating Nepal? Correct option is C. India. The 18th edition of military exercise Surya Kiran was conducted between India and which neighbouring country? Correct option is D. Nepal. When was National Space Day 2025 celebrated in India? Correct option is B. On 23rd August. What is the rank of India in the Global Firepower Index 2025? Correct option is C. 4th.